along there, isn't it? How exciting.
So the idea of the restaurant is just to get people to think a little bit more about food and think a little bit more about its original state and where it came from, and let's get back to that. Let's create this supply and demand theory so that people become okra snobs and people become sesame snobs. You know, we're snobby about tomatoes. You know, why aren't we snobby about carrots? Why aren't we snobby about rice? Why are we buying Uncle Ben's rice? That's supply and demand. You're demanding the freaking Uncle Ben's rice, and they keep supplying it. And then the guy growing Carolina Gold that came into Charleston in 1681 is freaking starving to death. He's broke.
We are going to get to know each other really good. I promise you that much.
Do we have an attachment back here? Or a little,
We're not trying to compete with down-home country cooking. We're not trying to compete with soul food. Those guys do that much better than I'll ever be able to do. What we're trying to do is gather the best ingredients we can find in the South and treat them with respect, cook them in a very simple manner, and get them on the plate as pure as possible. This oven brings so much character to the food. It allows you to cook in a very simple way and not be boring. So what's happening right now is yesterday was our first orientation. The team gathered in one place at one time. It was very cool to meet everybody, and it was an opportunity for us to introduce all of the management and really talk briefly about our theories. So for the next 3 days, everyone's required to sit through a pretty vigorous training schedule where I'll speak for an hour just about farmers, and then the next day I'll speak for an hour about our theory in cooking, and then for the next day speaking for an hour about how we actually write the menus, because the menu changes every day. It actually changes twice a day for lunch and dinner. So you can eat here on Monday, order the entire menu, come back on Thursday and not recognize a single dish. So you sit around for an hour and you don't even talk about cooking or food. It's like, because you have to surround yourself with the right people.
Right.
And you can tell within an hour if somebody's into it or not, or if they're going to last, or if they're going to dedicate themselves. Because this takes dedication. A project at this level takes 100% dedication. You know, you go and you research and you research and you research. You try and look at things that were grown here during during the 18th century and the 19th century. And Thomas Jefferson brought olives here, and they thrived. It was very cool. These are Arabicana, and these are pretty mature. These came from Florida, so we'll plant these all over the place. And if they're successful, then we'll buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them and produce our own olive oil. So you can see they're removing the skin, so we can make pork rinds, deboning it for sausage. Very cool to have this room, you know? Literally. So this is kind of how shit goes down now. I've got my guys in McCrady's text messaging me everything that's going on there, and say vice versa here. I haven't even read this yet. I want to change the beet salad to roasted beets with fresh cheese, toasted hazelnuts, and foraged herbs, so we can use apple on a new stone crab dish. What do you think? You know, so it's just keeping up with two places and keeping them both at the top of their game is going to be a lot of fun. I got these two new guys at McCrady's who are just kicking ass, totally kicking ass. It's so weird to kind of step back to, you know, because now I can't be in McCrady's making every plate, so it's taking a little adjustment.
Yeah.
To walk in and see someone handling your shit. Well, it's like watching them have sex with your wife. You get used to it.